Welcome to Date with DANU right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today I'm speaking to people who are veterans in the world of beauty. Let's get on with the show.
Hi, I'm Nayana.
Hi, I'm Ramzi
So we are here today.
with a date with Danu.
Hi, I'm Johann,
Hi, I'm Bernie.
and we're here
Here
to go on a date with DANU.
Danu is Danu. Let's see what we are in for.
I'm nervous because he'll ask you the most things,
Embarrassing
things, and everyone is going to know what.
So it's very easy, Ramzi. Say something more to embarrass him so that we
Okay,
count
we'll try our
time.
best.
Being with Danu is an experience by itself. One thing is you never know what to expect with him. He'll pull out things out of the box, and literally out of the box, and he'll surprise you.
Yes,
What about
Johann, for me it's the first time experience.
Oh,
So I'm
very
highly
interesting.
excited because I don't know what Danu is. I watched his programs and I love him. Cuddly guy. And I like the style, the way he dresses, his colored shirts and all his fancy stuff. So I'm looking forward for the program and I'm fingers crossed, I don't know what he's going to ask.
And we have our guests on the show. Let me start introducing the newcomers first. We have Bernie Balasuriya. You have to wave and all that.
Hi.
Then of course the rest you have seen. Johann. Then we have Nayana and the
Hello,
one and
hi.
only, ever so beautiful Ramzi.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. So Ramzi, let me start off with your outfit. You're looking fabulous. Very Nepali.
Oh, thank you. It's not Nepal, I created this myself.
For the show,
Not really.
you could have just said yes, no and moved on with that question.
No. I had to be honest what I have to say.
It's fine. Anyway. Now, Nana, you have got this from India
Yes.
just for the show.
I'll say yes.
Good. And Johann has come without climbing any mountains to be on the show. I'm so happy. It's very hard to get hold of you. You are always with the nature.
Part of me
Yeah.
is always with nature, yes.
Have you climbed everything here that you had to climb?
Not really, that's a long way more.
Really? There are more?
More, and we'll stop at that.
So Bernie Balasuriya, I have to tell this joke because it's always so funny. So she was once coming in my long years ago when I was working. We had a gate pass put because there were bomb threats. And so we had to put gate pass and only bring people in. So we got a call from the reception saying, Bani khela hai ki nahi khela? I was like, Bani? Bani khela hai ki nahi khela? I said, Bani khela ka aur utne abhi. Then she's calling here, I'm at the gate. I'm like, oh, Bernie. To the secretary has put Bunny. Mrs. Bunny. So, Bernie Balasuriya, tell me, you have been in the trade for a long time. You also won beauty pageants and you have been quite very busy with a lot of things. Tell me about your start to this industry.
I actually start with a passion for hairdressing, like 30 years ago, when Nayana, Ramzi and Ramani all were in the industry. But at that time there weren't many hairdressers like nowadays, thousands and thousands. But so I somehow or other way made my way here and I'm being with all of them who are much more experienced than me. So I'm really proud about myself.
The reason why you got into it was why? 30 years ago,
I always had a passion for this type of, my grandmother was a seamstress and hair and makeup. My mother used to all the time wear lipstick and cut her hair. I've cut my mother's hair when I was schooling and I've cut her here as well. In my small days. So I always had a passion like, to dress nicely, to do makeup and hair. So suddenly I got myself inspired to being a housewife is not enough just to stay at home and do nothing while the children were big. So I started quite late in life, not like others straight from the cradle into hairdressing nowadays, but I started it as like a passion for hairdressing. I love makeup and hair and I always thought like I had a talent. So that's how I am here.
Johann, you have You set out on a new mission recently, didn't you?
Yes, which one are you talking about?
Recently you went to climb something, right?
No, I actually, after Everest, I have set myself another goal, another mission, and that's to,
That is to climb what?
I'm climbing the 7th summit, which is to climb the highest mountain in every continent.
So when does that start?
Well, I started a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm
How many
about
have
to
you
finish
finished?
it now.
You have,
I've done 6.
good.
I have 1 more to go.
And where is that?
Antarctica.
You have never liked to be on Earth, no? Just like roll around on like ground level.
Well, we are on Earth. Wherever
Yeah.
you are, you're standing on the ground.
That is true.
That's the amazing thing about
I
it.
will tell you, another thing that you can do now that you have climbed everything, why don't you dive and see?
Funny you're telling me that. Next month, I have already booked in to get my paddy license to go diving.
I'm happy I had you on the show. It was nice to see your name on the board, right? At the Everest. Is it at the Everest board where people who have climbed their names are put up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there are different places. There's a famous restaurant in Nepal as well,
Okay.
where there's one wall it's covered by mirror, by a glass, and only the summiters can go and sign on
there.
that. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. It's a name that's going to be carved in history forever, which is a great thing.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Getting to Piliyandala, although it's a bit of an uphill drive, it doesn't count as I've climbed anything significant. Nayana, you work with all of them in many different ways, considering the fact that you're part of the whole foundation. I got it wrong, no, completely. Yeah.
Correct.
So like everyone who is in the hair and beauty industry is guarded and guided by a federation. Is it correct?
Trying to.
Okay. But because there are so many, is it an easy task for you to be a part of?
It's very difficult now because the industry has expanded and it has expanded in 2 different ways. One the good way, one the bad way. So it's a little difficult because we are also not organized as an industry. So it's a little difficult to get the things streamlined, get the rules and regulations in place. It's a
I
bit
think
difficult.
especially during COVID, you had a task.
Yes, COVID, I think we overcame the COVID problems very successfully. Our team, 3 of us were also involved. We were banned. The government announced that all salons would be closed. So we gave a good, I would say not a fight, but we really requested. And the government very rightly had certain requirements. The health ministry wanted certain standards to be maintained, which we did, and we were able to open the salons. And also through the association, through the social media, we did 10 videos. We used Johann Salon and did 10 videos on health and hygiene and the safety standards. I think it did really help the people because everybody wanted to get back to business.
Yeah.
So they followed the rules. Even the smallest of the barber salons had certain rules to follow. So
even if
helped.
it's not coming from the salon, it'll at least come from the people who are coming into the
Yeah.
salon, requesting those standards.
So one of the big questions they had is that the health ministry requested us that we should have a cape and a towel per client, which is what we all do. But some salons don't do that. So the minimum requirement of 20 capes and 20 towels per salon. So, and they very simply explain, you can do 10 haircuts, send the capes and the towels to wash, and then you can do the other 10 haircuts with the balance, which was a very reasonable thing. So I got a call from a salon in Mount and said, Madam, we do about 30 haircuts a day, but we have only 7 towels. It is very difficult to do. But I think it was a very reasonable request. So
Yeah.
people did make some
changes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Before we come into more conversation with Ramzi, we have a segment that I really love and it's called Hot Seat. And welcome back to the show. We have some questions ready to go. We'll start with Bani Balasuriya, considering the fact that she's a newbie on the show.
Okay.
We have tried to have Bani for a long time, but I'm happy that you made it. All right, here we go, Bani. If you had to make a hair appointment out of the one seated next to you, whose salon would you like to pick? Remember, the one who answers well walks away with this gift box.
Okay. So if I have to make an appointment to a salon, who's
Yeah.
one?
Out of the 3.
Johann.
How upsetting.
Very quick, huh? Which do you prefer, fame or money?
Fame.
If you wake up as a man one morning, what is the first thing you would do with your new anatomy?
I'll request a sex change. Why? I don't want to be a man.
Right.
Okay.
Just for the day, so.
Okay.
If you could go back in time and sort out the issue with Caroline and Pushpika, whose side would you be taking to resolve the matter?
Big question. Caroline.
If you could do an instant makeover, who would you pick from the following and why? You're doing a makeover for them. Mervyn Silva, Pooja Umashankar, Roseanne Dias, Ramani Fernando.
Roseanne Dias.
She needs a makeover.
Oh, if she needs.
Oh, Nani. Well done, Bunny. Very quick the answers were. Ramzi.
Very
Gosh.
nervous. Hot.
You feel far away from me, Rams.
Yes, I'm a little upset about it.
Are you? I'll have you here on this.
Okay.
All right. According to you, who is the prettiest on the set right now?
You're putting me into an embarrassing situation.
There are 4 of us.
I would say Danu.
Done.
Birdie.
Bernie?
Yes.
Oh, thank you,
course.
Ramzi.
My God.
My God.
She didn't even pick your salon.
See, no, that's a different story.
That's a different thing. Prettiest is her.
No, I don't know. She has come in a glamorous sari and she
Because
bombarded
he
the whole thing.
requested me to be glamorous.
Yes.
If you were to have a show today, like back in 2014, would you still invite Shiranti Rajapaksa as your chief guest?
Of course, there's nothing wrong.
Chandani Mandara, Nayana Karunaratne, Nayana Kumari.
Definitely Nayana Karunaratne.
Wait, so we finish the question. Rank them according to your preference. Okay, Nayana.
Nayana Karunaratne, obviously. Then,
Chandani.
Chandani Bandara and Nayana Kumari.
Okay. If you could bear one, would you like to have a child? If so, who would you want the other partner to be?
How can that happen?
If you could bear a child,
Yeah, okay.
would you and who would your partner be?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to, no.
You don't want to have a child? It's a hypothetical question. Just because you're 70 doesn't mean that your cycle is done.
No, but you can have if you want to.
You have to get somebody else to carry when you're 70. By now the womb is just like holding on to its last pulse. It's literally a bag. Describe the Colombo scene in one word according to Ramzi.
Hot. Glamorous.
Oh. Clearly you're going for something that we are not. All right, here we go. Johann. If for one day people were considered to be mountains, name one person who would like to climb.
Johann, come on.
Danu.
Thanks. At least there's a mountain, I'll have something more. If not for hair and beauty, what would your income be from? Legal will be nice. Something legal.
No, I think adventure.
Ah, they don't pay.
Of course they do.
Ah, they do.
Yeah, very much.
Oh. Like to do what?
So I take people on
Like saying this is this mountain and
Absolutely.
that one, right.
I can tell them anything because half of them don't know.
And some can't even breathe. They must be like,
They'll accept anything I say.
just so they can get out fast. What do you do when you go hiking, climbing with unfit people?
I have to sort of tag along with them.
So that
I have
means
to
you
send the
never
figure
get.
once in front, and then quietly make it with great difficulty. Tag along and get to the
Annoying,
finish
no?
line.
Oh, I'd hate to be your friend, man. Michael Vijayasuriya, Dhananjay Bandara, Indiyappa, Chandimal, Aslam Hussain. Who would you say is the most creative person in creating beautiful brides in the industry today?
I think Dhananjay.
Out of the ones seated next to you, who would you kiss, kill, and marry?
Can I say none? I'm being honest. Because I don't want to get married.
Okay, kiss at least.
No, we'll leave it at that.
Kill.
No, I don't. I wouldn't kill anyone. It's not in me.
It was not good enough for you to even say, kill. Your standards are really high. Nayana, to you. If given a chance and all parties concerned were in agreement, would you give a young man a chance at a romantic relationship with you? Smile a bit, I'm scared to even approach.
I'll try. Why not? Yes, I'll try. Why not? Yes.
You have rhythm, Bharata rhythm and all. If things in other people's behavior that annoys you,
They do.
no, three things.
Three things. Okay. One is the way they eat. It really irritates me. Then you know, most of you men, Varempala and Yako conversation really irritates me. And body odor irritates me.
Hirunika, Pavitra, Geeta. Who out of the three do you admire the most?
I would say Pavitra because she was super supportive to us during COVID. She was really very supportive to us as the minister.
If you woke up one morning as Ramzi Rahaman, what's the first thing and the last thing you'd do?
As Ramzi Rahaman. First thing, what shall I do? I think I'll try to be more calm and collected without being hyper. And the last thing is, of course, exactly what he's doing now. I really admire. He looks after his sister so lovingly. So I think I would like to stick to that. Such a very, very good man he is.
Oh, thank you.
Your take on legalizing homosexuality in Sri Lanka?
I'm for it.
Right. Panel, have you all chosen the winner? It's very hard. Who?
Bernie.
Bernie. Nayana. It's a tough call. I'm going to give it to Bernie as a welcome gift to her.
That's not fair.
No,
No, I thought it was you. You were very good. Like, you just threw everyone under the bus. And you didn't care to. Who? It's about emotions. So well done. I like people like you. Just trash everyone and go. Well, let's get into a break. We'll see you right after. Welcome back to the show, and this is Date with Danu. All right, we will talk a little bit with our friend Ramzi. You have downsized a few things.
Kind of, yes. Slow down. Not really, but I
Yeah.
just work by myself. I've got 2 people, but
Your
since-
health took a bit of a risk, right?
Yes, and also I think I am very personalized. I like to work on people, so I'm very happy with what I'm doing at the moment.
Okay. But have you ever thought, it's enough, I just want to stop everything?
No.
Never.
Then I wouldn't know what to do. I would love to do work till I drop dead. Work as much as I can because I enjoy my work so much.
Have you ever wanted to get back into dancing?
Not professionally, but I still love dancing. But sometimes, you know, as you go younger, older, you start to mellow down. But see, after COVID, there were no functions, but last year there was. I went for so many dances. And
To watch.
No, I danced.
Wow.
Because music is nice.
Ah, like okay, like that.
Yes.
Right.
Not for competitions.
No.
No
But there
way.
are 3 dancers on this set. All 3 of you are dancers. You also dancer?
Yes.
Not just dancing at a wedding.
I have done Latin American. I'm a bronze medalist.
My God.
Yeah,
And
she
it will
dances so
continue.
well with
All
us.
of y'all should just dance and put like
Oh,
do hair
love,
and
my
makeup.
passion is dancing.
Ah, really?
Yes.
God, wow.
Cha-cha, jive, rumba,
She loves to
samba.
jive. She does very good with her husband.
Really?
I've seen her.
Thanks, Ramzi.
I've seen her dancing so much.
Ay, wow.
Johann is as a champion.
Johann.
Yeah, Johann, I have seen him perform. I've seen pictures of Nayana doing Bharatanatyam. Like such a multi-talented range. Now, Bernie, I always see you with a crown. Even Queen Elizabeth didn't wear it as much as you did.
Don't tell lies, Danu.
I just want to know, tell me about the title you won.
Actually, it was Rosandas who pushed me into it.
Okay.
So it was
How many years ago was
That
this?
was about maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. There was a pageant for the elderly people. Like, you know, it was called Mrs. Asia.
Retired.
Classic, yeah. Over 50.
Right.
Yeah, Mama Gia, I think. Yeah. But it was an experience, you know, because
Did you all have to do like swimwear and all?
No, nothing like that. All were, you know, the Mrs. Malaysia was in my room and she was like quite older than me. She used to wear 2-3 lashes. Because we had to share one toilet, because we had 2 contestants were in one room. And she gets up early morning. I never saw her without those lashes. So she would get up early morning, like 4 o'clock, and by the time I get up, she's done. So severe competition.
Yeah.
Fair.
But who won that year?
There were so many titles. Actually, I got one called Mrs. Asia Classic. I think everybody who went for that competition got a
something and
crown.
came back. They didn't want to break
Not
the
that I
heart.
was the best by lie. I'll have to be like honest. So it was a few. There were so many titles. So
How many were there altogether?
There would have been about 15, 20.
But a good experience?
It was a good experience, good exposure. Nice to meet internationally other people as well. There was a severe panel of judges, so we had a very close interview with the judges. I really liked that. They sort of tried to recognize the person, then seeing them last day on the stage. So we were monitored from the time we set off, got off from the bus itself. And so it lot of teamwork, as I said. They never kept anyone alone. They always wanted to see how you get used with another country, with another person. So I shared the room with Mrs. Malaysia. So it was a nice experience.
You could have always borrowed a lash from her.
Actually, I didn't wear lashes until the
Finals.
last day. And I had everything was ready. I was not panicked. I was very well prepared. Michael did all my kits, and my husband was so helpful. Plastic packets were done with the shoes and the dress and the jewelry. Everything for me to switch from one to the other. Everything was ready. Very well
It's
planned.
nice to have a supportive husband.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, undergarment were also put into the same bag?
No, it was not.
It was a common bag.
Yeah, I had to choose that.
Yeah. No, but actually, I also packed the same way.
Okay.
I put everything in one look.
For each,
yeah.
because they had given us an itinerary of the morning one and then the evening and the other. And I was advised by a previous contestant saying, you know, just don't go for breakfast in just casual wear. You go for breakfast, also take your glamorous coats with big earrings, and because you are being videoed from the time you go there. So she said she felt very bad when she walked into the place because all the other ladies were
Just
highly
like-
dressed even in the morning. So from the time you set off, think as a queen, walk like a queen and eat like a
A queen.
So then you will take yourself somewhere.
Nice, no? You are up for anything, no?
Yeah, game for anything.
Game for anything. We have a game. to win things.
Okay.
You were very good before
Okay.
Bernie, but we'll
Okay.
see if they're continuing. It's called Tap and Go. It's made possible by our friends at MasterCard. So these are very heavy questions. If you know the answer, tap the device. Okay?
If you
don't
don't know-
tap anything else.
If you don't know the answer,
Don't tap. The one who taps first will get a chance to
Answer.
give the answer. Right or wrong, just try.
okay.
Here we go. What type of alcohol is traditionally used in a margarita? Gin, vodka, tequila, rum.
Tequila.
Correct. He was the first to tap.
Okay.
In which language does konnichiwa means hello? Johann.
Japanese.
Correct. Sorry. In which letter is the Walt Disney logo is lowercase? The simple letter. SNIE. Disneyland.
Why?
No.
I think.
Correct.
Done.
Can't just be smiling as you all have to be competitive.
Okay.
In what year did World War II end? 1943, 1944, 1945, 1946. These could be the years you were born.
6, eh?
Yes?
1946.
No.
48?
No.
45.
Yes. There was only two more now. What country is Peppa Pig from? Peppa Pig. US, France, UK, Mexico. She's known for a very
France? No?
Mexico.
close.
Mexico.
No.
UK.
Leftover country.
UK because the accent it has become a huge problem in the US as well.
Peppa. I thought it was
Yeah,
Peppa
because a
was
lot of
France.
kids they also say good morning because they also speak in very British. Congratulations, Johann, you are the rightful winner. You get this gift from MasterCard, and at the same time, when you do visit any of their salons, you don't need to worry about money. You can always just use your MasterCard, tap and go. Life is so simple. We're getting into a break. We'll see you right. Welcome back to the show in conversation with these four individuals from the industry of beauty. And we were talking about now that the industry has diluted. We have so many people coming, which is also a good thing. It's a form of income, it's a form of people who will have no way of like leaving their homes, going for a job, could do something at home. Let's speak about why is it important for a body to sort of look after everyone.
I think the responsibility of the industry itself. We are serving human beings. We are touching human bodies. That's a huge responsibility. And we are also selling satisfaction and beauty. So so there should be norms, health and hygiene, certain limits. I think it's very important. You can't let anyone just learn anything and touch human beings, their skin, their hair, and take the risk.
And
So-
also in terms of, is it the level of education and knowledge that they go in with? For example, tomorrow I could say, I would like to do waxing and I could create like an infection on someone.
Definitely education, Danu, definitely education, because foundation education of any
So
industry.
if there isn't a salon that is not recognized by the body, do you all put out a verdict on it?
We are not yet that kind of a body. We are an association that is formed privately, but we are trying very hard to adopt the norms set up by the government, which is the SLSI standards, which are all set up and approved. So we want it to be implemented to the industry, because we are no authority to do that. The government has to. So we want to support the government and make sure that all salons maintain the minimum standards as per the SLSI standards.
And in this shift in Sri Lanka, we are losing a lot of people, even going abroad. Even with such a brain drain, do you think this industry still has a lot of people?
I personally would think, not only this industry, I am answering all the questions, sorry. Not only this industry, all industries, if people want to go, let them go. I have only one concern, where are they going? If you are leaving your job, whether it's Sri Lanka or anywhere, you should go to a better job, better state of life, better living standards. So where are they going, I don't know, but our hairdressers, some of them are doing very well. I personally don't bother. Let the next generation come up.
Go.
Let the new people come. No, go to better yourself, it doesn't matter. But we must have the second and the third generations trained and brought up to the level.
But in our industry, I don't think it's that easy also for them to go out. There is a certain standard in most of the countries. That's something that we are trying to create here. Trying to get the government involved and create a skill standards, which Nayana has been trying for a long time. And I think this hairdressing industry exploded about 15, 20 years ago. That's when it happened. It was one of the fastest growing small industries in the country. And with that, one of the things that happened, the negative things that happened, was standards just plummeted right down. You know, it happens with anything. Yeah, so I think education, like Nayana said, I think is one of the key factors. And lots of people think they come do courses, they do a 3-month course, a 6-month course, but they have absolutely no practical knowledge. Yeah, I for one, I was with Ramani and I was there for 13 years before I decided that I was ready to go out. But that's not the case today. They think that they've done a 6-month course, they're ready to go out. And a lot of them fail because they realize that they don't know how to handle things. There's a certain standard we have to maintain.
But you know, back in the days, like 20, 30 years ago, the ones who started this industry, maintaining great standards, they grew out to be personalities, people spoke to them, they became brands on their own. But we don't see that anymore. We have so many people coming in, but nobody has made a name that will stay on.
I think you are right, but I think, see, what I remember, I think the very first layer was Janet and Moira. That's the first one that I remember. Then
Gladys as well.
Gladys, Janet, Moira, 3 of them. Then came the 3 of us, myself, Ramani and Ramzi. So then came the third layer, which is most I remember our staff, our students, are like that. And then with the expansion, we also, I think the association is also responsible. We brought in a lot of people from the entire country, brought them to the national stage as well as the international stage. So they got the exposure, but again, without a proper foundation, lots of talented people came up in life, which is very good, but they don't know to sustain. That's what happens. And also, DANU, all of us in this industry of skills, we should also have the other knowledge of management, financial literacy. We need to have that education as well.
Even if people have
people management, HR.
Like the time I came, like all of them were seniors. There's hardly anybody who came at the time I came in, because as Nayana says, the sustainment is not there. So what the newcomers should know is that they have to have a good foundation. They just come into the industry for the sake of coming, but they can't stay there because, as Johann also says, inexperience.
Well, if you can't handle finances, then you need to get somebody for that, because not everyone is skilled in all ways. That's a bit of a tough task.
Not that kind of finance, Daru. Basically now, when you talk to these little fellows with salon and so on, some they say, you know, madam, I am doing quite well. I earn 50,000 a month. She's not earning 50,000. She has a turnover of 50,000. So that kind of simple thing, you know. So
which is not the right kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ramzi, were you good in money management?
Definitely not.
I was getting there. Who was the one who did it for you?
I had various accountants working for me. I was too very busy with my day-to-day work, which I hardly did check on. I took it for granted. So,
Because I feel like you might have been the one who can easily get fooled because you're too.
to what?
You see everyone like you. You think
I
nobody's
know.
going to do anything.
I know. That's
Yeah.
why I have toned down.
Yeah.
So now I know exactly what I'm doing. I handle my finances, my stocks. I exactly know. It's a small way, but I know exactly what's happening now.
Yeah, but when you catch those people who have taken your kindness for granted or weakness,
Okay.
what have you done?
I just don't bother about them. I don't think about them. I just leave them out. I don't want to know about them.
Yeah.
Any case, you learn through your mistakes.
Both of them are like agreeing. Ramzi, of course.
We all agree.
Yeah. We're getting to another segment and it's called Yes or No. We have questions, you have the boards. You all seem to be like. By the way, Nayana is making this face because of the lights, not because she's like enough with this show now. All right. You're ready for the questions?
Ready.
That's what you're holding the yes side. Do you think bad things happen to good people?
Yes.
Yes.
Can science explain everything? All of them are unanimous. Have you ever kept a dirty habit from your partner?
Ever kept a?
Dirty habit from your partner?
A secret.
Huh?
Yes.
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 Ah, yes.
What?
क्या ना बैठ
Can't tell.
No, I just want to know.
lots small things.
Like what? Now he'll also ask you when you go home.
I will tell him.
Are you truly capable of understanding? Are we truly capable of understanding ourselves? Okay. According to Nayana, yes.
Yes.
None of us think so.
I'm very clear about who I am.
Would you go on a solo round the world trip by yourself?
Yes.
No.
No.
Yeah, I think both of you all will get lost on the way.
Actually, I'll go with him. Best.
Then that
travel
is not
companion.
solo.
No, can't. Solo. I don't think
Solo.
Ramzi will. I don't think he'll even get the plane.
No.
No, he's not going to make it.
Go sit in the car.
Are you good in the mornings?
Are you?
No, are you good in the mornings?
Yes.
Good.
Best.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not sure, no? What do you say?
What have the others said?
Definitely morning person.
Have you ever been shocked with the way you can lose your temper? No. Okay. Do you consider yourself to be good with money? Right. He has really held the no. It's like all over the place. It's like no. But your other family members, your brothers and all are very focused.
Yeah.
Have they tried to intervene and like help you out?
Yes and no.
You like them intervening? No.
No.
Yes.
No, but
He
yes, in a way.
listens
No?
very attentively and does exactly
the
what he
opposite.
wants.
You are definitely the child in the lot of all the beauticians. The one that they have to all look out for, which is a good thing. You walk away with a gift from Celeste Daly. Very hard. I don't like to have such close these things. I would like to give this to Ramzi. Due to the fact
say
that he has
Ramzi.
lost a lot in life because of the bad accountants.
Good. Good for you.
Time for a break. We'll see you right after. Back with us on the show, and this is Date with Danu. Johann, when you take these drastic decisions and when you're out of work for like sometimes months, like, do people tell you don't do that?
Lots of people. There are people who encourage me as well. Yeah, lots of people do encourage me, and it's nice to have everybody encouraging me. But then there are the people who, disagree with me as well and don't want me to go. So, yes.
So when you go, what do the clients do? They just look like Veddas till you come back.
Some of them actually hold on.
Oh
but
my
some
God.
Some of them have to sort of get themselves attended to by the others.
Yeah, because when you climbed Everest, I think they would have looked like Everest when you came back.
I looked a bit like that when I came back.
You look like them, and they were like, oh my God, we all look alike. You nearly lost your finger, and that I think everyone
fingers.
was like,
4 fingers.
you were going to lose 4 fingers.
Yes, these 4 fingers.
Oh, I thought only 1.
No, it was
Right.
4 fingers, but 2 were badly gone, and the other 2 okay.
So what did the doctors say? There was no hope.
No, they at that time, of course, they had to do a thorough inspection and see how deep it had gone. There was a possibility that they were going to amputate 2 of my fingers, but I pleaded with them and told them to give me some time. So they got me to stay there for an extra week
Where
in Nepal, so they could monitor it, and then they managed to save it. Yeah.
and you also have the utmost faith. And that kept you going as well.
Yes, I think that's the one thing that makes me do everything that I do. It is my faith that pushes me to do all this. And it's a strength that is behind me everywhere I go and everything I do.
It's remarkable. Ramzi, I wanted to speak about this amazing bond that you have shared with your mom.
Okay.
I remember your show in 2014. By the way, when I was a showstopper,
Yes, you were.
just letting you all know, there was a time when the Ram could afford to have me. Tell me about this relationship. You know, it's especially in the industry you are in, you could have been out there. I know you out there, but I'm just saying, like, you still kept Home Sweet Home very close to your heart.
See, I'm quite close to the family. I'm the second in the family. So when my mother actually, to be honest, adored my eldest brother. He died at 49. So always everything was for him and nothing for me. So I was, yes, meals were given on time. We were not looked, and not that we were not looked after, always he. But after he passed away, probably, I don't know.
Are you?
No. Of course, then she started staying with, she started staying with me. That's how, so I was more close to her. And since I'm still single, I looked after my mother and my sister. My brothers have always come, but of course, I'm close to my mother. I was.
Have you ever wanted to settle down?
Yes and no, but I think my work was my first thing. Because see, hairdressing is a 24 hours thing, and I always wanted, work was number 1. I had few proposals, ideas, but I changed my mind.
I personally feel you would have been just hurt in the process. I'm happy that you are just...
I'm happy at the moment.
Yeah. Ramzi is like that, no? Bernie, tell me about your life. So you got married at a very young age, and then you produced your kids. And then how was that? How was life at that time for you?
I enjoyed that.
Did you see an entrepreneur within you?
No, never.
Okay.
At the start,
Who
no.
sort of pushed you to do it?
It was me, myself. Actually, I once visited a salon because when the kids go to school
have
and
nothing to
come
do.
back, I thought, why am I just doing nothing
Yeah.
during the day? So I always wanted to do something. So I found this, but before setting off, I really wanted to study first. I was looking for a good place to do the course because I knew there were salons and it's just not only cutting the hair, there's much more to learn in it. So that's how I first got my academic qualification, and then I got my experience as well. And then only I started on my own.
And was it a risk factor at that time to like invest money? And
No, I started actually gradually. For example, say nowadays they take big bank loans and start a big salon. You know, I have gone for my students with the dancers and all those things. They start a big salon in some big city, and then no clients and they close down because either they don't have staff or they don't have experience. I don't know. Personally, I thought I worked my way through with my own work and with experience, and built up gradually. Gradually, first a small salon, then the next, and then to up to what I am now. So my experience, my talent, my passion, my ability, I actually looked up to all the seniors. I always wanted to learn something and go forward, then just start it as money making was not my thing, priority. It was just working for passion, like, you know, to do. Mainly I actually do a lot of
And you
bridals.
also love to doll yourself up and everything.
Yeah,
so
I love bridals, I love the
This
makeup.
gave you validation to do it.
Yes, to be myself. I always wanted, you know, to stand out everywhere, to go nicely dressed with makeup and all that, because makeup is my passion. Bridal is it's my dream. Like, I love to dress brides and I get a lot of satisfaction in that. Of course, I do other work as well. But so I sort of paved my way through for me.
Supportive family?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Husband is very proud?
Very, of course, definitely.
Is he possessive over you?
Sometimes.
Right, on that note, let's get into a segment that we call Kink. All right, we have a gift bag from Midnight Divas.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Ramzi, have you been to Midnight Divas?
No. No. I don't need to.
You don't need to. Everything is at home. All right, here we go. Does the idea of partner swapping make you feel jealous or turned on?
Jealous. You're asking me?
Everyone.
Jealous.
Makes me feel sick.
I thought you were
Turned off.
I just thought you were saying, I'll kill that bugger.
I'll turn off.
Turn off.
Neither.
No. True. Okay. What could someone say, text, or do that would get you hot immediately? Nayana. Nayana is scary now.
Not scary, I'm thinking.
Say that you're
I
hot
think,
and sexy.
Hot.
I think
Flattered.
Somebody says that you're hot and sexy.
Yeah.
we are
That will
past
get-
that stage now. We
Yeah,
have.
amen.
I'm of course still at that stage.
I don't know, you're holding on to what? What did you say?
Can't just exactly tell you what.
Nothing works anymore.
It works
But
in
you
a
say that's all done now.
slow
of.
pace.
Huh?
Slow
Slow
pace.
pace. For you, Ramzi, because you're single still.
Slow pace.
Slow. There's nothing.
How can I answer?
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
The whole point is to ask, like for me, if somebody will say, like, you know, shall we? I'm okay, let's go.
In another 40 years? Will you say? Okay.
I don't know whether I'll make it that far.
Okay.
If you were to change the word hot to something else, yes. More happy, pleasing,
Hot. Marilyn
That's the idea
Monroe
of the
again. Hot.
Yeah, what are you going to do with pleasing and sexy?
Hot.
What,
You
you're
thought-
going to go do yoga together?
You thought like I was Marilyn Monroe or someone?
Who?
climb a mountain.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you would have done something on a mountain somewhere.
I'm not going to answer that one.
That's for real. Leaving a Leaving it on a high. Actually, don't know whom to give this gift to. All of y'all were
Yes.
useless.
Because we are not,
It's not hot enough, is it?
No, y'all are not active.
Not active.
not at the moment. We were.
He's on dormant stage. Johann?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's still active.
I said I was active.
He said he was.
He's still hot.
Not
he
in the
said.
same.
He's still hot. he
Please give
said.
this to Johann and if he
Johann?
can make use of it.
He's still
Yeah.
hot.
Johann, you get this, Johann. I'm jealous.
Maybe you're not doing anything, no.
Okay, I'll tell you
Thank you.
sometime later.
Yeehaw! Bernie with a name like Bernie? Bernie. Hop away. Let's get into a break. We'll see you right after. Well, we did some digging to see what's on their Facebook and we found some pictures. Let's hear the stories behind it. First photograph. Bunny, right?
Yeah, Bunny.
When was this bunny?
That was like about.
So you never had long hair?
I had at some time, but
They won't allow you to come to convents with short hair?
no, I had two plats when I
Yeah.
was schooling, but this is just after school. I would have been about 18, 19 there.
Did you have like a lot of boyfriends and all in school?
Of course, why not? Lot of crush.
Lot of crushes.
ස්ටෑන්ඩ් එක යන්න බෑ.
Oh,
කොළ
my.
කෑලි දෙනවා, ලියුම් දෙනවා, ඇඩ්‍රස් දෙනවා.
Why are they giving you the address, man?
Letters, love
Letters, to send those. So you might have got
I did, but I rejected.
rejected. You never had a boyfriend in school?
Oh my God, I had.
How many?
ගණන් කරන්න බෑ.
God. Because you were like, you could have done whatever you want. Like you were jumping schools, no? You
Yeah.
went to 4 schools,
Yeah.
right? So you could have done like whatever here and like
Nah,
broken
no,
his
no,
heart
not
and
like
gone.
that. In the convent, we had a good discipline. Good Shepherd convent. We couldn't do all those stuff. ඒවා ඔක්කොම හොරෙන් දානු.
Basalt again.
Oh.
Yeah, the nuns are not coming there.
No, they don't come to the bus hall.
Yeah, that's right. But how did you eventually meet the husband? On Tinder.
Yeah, short and sweet. නෑ නෑ. ඒවා කියන්න බෑ මතක නෑ.
Was it a proposal or love?
No, no, no.
Love, honey. Sweet Bernie. All right.
What's that?
Johann.
Yes.
Johann, that's lovely.
That was on the trail.
Yeah, both of y'all have just like done things very hard for us to keep tabs.
මේක ලස්සනයි.
Yeah. So trail also you walked the whole length?
No, I didn't. I didn't. We walked from Golf Face when we came to Colombo, from Golf Face to Panadura.
Ah, you did a short one. I'm not taken pictures as we or I walked the whole mile.
They just come back from Everest at that time. So
Y'all
that
was
qualified.
international stars by that time.
That's my mother with me.
Cute.
When was this?
I can't remember when she was living, obviously. That's a nice picture.
Yeah.
There's a natural glow on your hand and all like that.
Glow on the hand.
I really want to know, now you all went for this, but it's a picture where you all have gone for some hair
It's
competition.
Germany, yeah.
And look at Johann, you seem annoyed about something.
I think this is Darmstadt, no?
You look like you want somebody dead.
Darmstadt.
Probably. I
No, Japan. This is, Shakir is there. Yes, this is Asia Cup in Japan, and that's Shakir, late Shakir. He won the gold, and no,
yes.
we were very happy. We were not
Yes,
annoyed.
I
This
don't
is-
think I'm
this
annoyed
is,
with
This is someone. Like you were looking.
Somebody must
was
have
it Okinawa?
said something
Yeah,
to
we
me,
were in
yes.
Okinawa. This is Okinawa. Yeah.
Oh, that's in a salon, just done for fun. Don't get excited about it. We know how to pose.
Have a look at that.
I'm not getting excited. I'm just saying, fascinating.
Is it okay? Thank you. Lovely poses, no?
Yeah.
So we know how to bend. See, you can stretch your
Yeah,
body.
because they know you're a dancer, no? You have rhythm.
Of course.
Yeah.
Johann, you're a dancer, you can bend.
Oh, that's lovely.
He can climb, you can bend.
Where is that?
Very
This
stretching.
was when I went for the Ironman in Dubai.
And
I was having COVID, by the way. And I did the Ironman with COVID.
you got to know afterwards.
Yes. When I finished the race.
More to a Maldives.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, lovely.
God.
Very nice.
Was the fan blowing from under?
Yes, we tried it, but it didn't work because the skirt was not enough. We
Big. That,
tried the shoot.
so, did the air get suctioned in?
No, I don't think so.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
Who did the hair and makeup? Very nice.
Makeup was done by Tushara. He actually studied Marilyn Monroe's eyebrows, everything. I wanted to do a photo shoot, and Prasad did my hair. Michael did the Marilyn Monroe's dress.
See, will you?
My God.
Wow.
That is
that's
my
when you
passion,
dance.
dancing
So where was this?
at Nelumpokuna.
And you were performing for?
This was the hairdresser's show. I
Oh,
did
wow. God, talented girl.
Oh my God. This is, I think, about 35 years ago.
Back in the days, weddings were so nice, no? It was like
yes,
not
so
all
different.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice.
A Sri Lankan My Fair Lady.
That was, we had
recently.
hat party. We had
Yeah.
recently tea party.
really?
The,
Oh, that recent thing.
association.
Oh.
Yeah, we all are. So,
Anna darling, my mom.
Tell me about her.
Oh, she was adorable. She brought 6 of us up without dad. It was a big challenge for her. This is at her 90th birthday,
Bless her.
and after that she passed away.
But she had a good life with all of you all around.
Yes, of course, definitely.
That's the most important thing, no? Who is Ranjan Ramanai when we have Ramzi Rahaman?
where is this something?
This was at one of the Slahab, the bridal shows. no?
Oh, man. Oh, yes.
like
I look
it.
better than the model, no?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
Really?
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Some lovely
Definitely.
pictures.
Definitely. Amazing. Now I have to reveal this.
This is Asia. It's memorable moments.
So this, how many years ago was this? 10 years ago, you said, right?
No, about 13, I can't remember, 15.
My God, you look fabulous. Husband is doing a great job. Grandchildren?
Oh no, adorable. That was taken very recently. My elder son has 2 kids and the younger
Do
one
they
has-
find you like super cool?
Yes, they say, Archie, you don't look like other Archies. They're really happy with how I work with them. So it's a nice experience.
Good. This is the moment when Johann turned around and waited for his friends and they never came.
Really? Yes.
Got the one that.
That's recently, I think. Taking a group and
They didn't come, right?
something like that.
Yeah. Where are you?
It's like that question you asked me earlier.
Sure.
Oh,
that's very recent.
World Federation, yeah. Yeah. That is.
So when you all go on these, you all represent Sri Lanka under different salon categories.
No, just Sri Lanka.
Sri
Country.
Lanka.
Yeah.
And-
We have designated now. Here, I was Asia Zone President, and both of them were judges for World Federation. They are different. I think Johann for ladies section and Kanchana for gents. So we have our jobs to do.
Anyway, Ramzi, I must say you are definitely someone who everyone loves. And I think that really showed, especially when you did your show in 2014. No one ever asked you for anything. They all just said yes for you. And that shows that, you know, behind all that loud personality, there is that person who everyone treasures, which is amazing. So happy 70th.
Thank you.
And keep it rocking forever. Nayana, who I normally call as Auntie Nayana, have to like keep it to the name here. Thank you for being on the show, and I wish you all the very best in the work that you're doing and all the trainings that you're doing. I know that you, there were a lot of people who requested you to enter politics at one point. But is it something that you'll consider?
No, certainly not.
Oh.
I would support anyone who's going into clean politics, but no, I'm not interested in politics. Why?
No, I just asked, like, you
Yes.
were dressed ready for a politician from that day.
No, I want to do lots of things. There are so many things I want to do, which might not be enough during my lifetime, but that doesn't mean say I want to do politics. You can do things without being a politician. can't
That
you?
is true, 100%. The other ones who are not doing anything, it might be a hard time getting in there and trying to do something. Johann, thank you for being on the show, and I wish you all the very best as you climb your last mountain.
Thank
To
you,
complete, what is it called?
The 7 summits.
And when is that the last one taking place?
December, January of this year.
You all have to wait under the mountains already, no? You can't just climb.
And just go. We'll wait for the calling.
Wait for the calling.
Is there like a time zone?
Yes,
to-
there is. There's always a season.
Weather conditions, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to prep for that as well.
Yes, very much so.
Is it how short is it from Everest?
It's actually not very tall. It's only 13,500 feet, but Everest is 30,000.
Everest is
But,
30.
But it's the conditions because it's Antarctica. So you're going into ice, you're going into those conditions. Getting there itself is a challenge.
You know, collecting stamps, pasting stickers, these are nice hobbies to consider after you climb this Antarctica. Look at Bernie. She's into dancing, looking fabulous. Things that we can do in our life.
I still dance.
Huh?
I still
you do,
dance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bernie, thanks for coming on the show. I hope you had a good time.
Yes, of course, definitely. Thank you very much for inviting me. I was looking forward for this.
No worries. Well, she's always up for a good laugh and also, which is good, which is fun. I think that's what keeps the youth in you still
you.
very much active. And I really hope you will take all the advice I've given you on the show.
Of course.
Release yourself from the dormant stage. On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thanks for being on Date with DANU. We will see you with another cool episode. Till then, you keep smiling. It's all right.